Again, this is the SMK. It's a new premium they added into the game. Just sort the crew out and then you can have a quick look. It's another multi-turreted tank, similar to the T-35, which you might have already seen. It's much more heavily armoured though. This was more of an assault tank design rather than what the T-35 was, which was, I don't know, a paperweight maybe. Yeah, it's the T-35. It was an anachronism. I think it was a kind of throwback to World War One tank design in comparison to what else was being produced by other nations at that time. It was, yeah, it was backward. That's probably the easiest way to decide it, well, describe it rather. Now this is the SMK, as I say. It is quite heavily armoured rather, as you can see. We've got 75mm of hull armour on the front, with some nice sloping down here as well, obviously. If you've not seen my previous video, actually I've not actually put this on to YouTube yet, so you probably won't have done, obviously. But yeah, this is basically it was a kind of failure because of how big it is and how heavy it is. 55 tons. Bear in mind this was actually designed in like late 1930s, I believe. I don't think there's any in-game information I can check on that because it's been normal. Yep, guide you nice liking. See wiki War Thunder for it. Why is it not in game though? It's a copy-paste job, you retards. It's easy peasy stuff. God damn it. Anyway, right, let's have a look at this. So we've got 75mm armor on the front. The turrets aren't as heavily armoured as you'd possibly imagine. There's 60mm. Obviously at the front you've always got gun mantlets as well, so that does add to the effectiveness of the armour on the front of the turret. But it's not yeah, it's not particularly well designed, this tank. As you can see, it's slab sided and there's no sloping on the sides. Slight sloping on the rear, but you know, if someone's around your back, you're pretty much buggered anyway. Yeah, you've basically been outmaneuvered if that happens. Now, the weak spots, I've not really been looking, to be honest, but that to me is a big weak spot right there. It's got an enormous turret ring around that middle turret. If you can hit that, it's got 60mm of armour. Rough effectiveness of the armour is only 62.5 if you're doing a flat on shot on it. Same thing for the side armour of the turrets as well, actually. So yeah, this isn't very well armoured at all, to be honest. If you look at the battle rating for this tank, you might be surprised. Like I say, it is the kind of precursor to the KB1 series tank. A lot of the parts from this tank were actually used on the KB1. I should be able to just show you, or KB series of tanks, I should say, not just the KB1. Okay, so this is KB1L11. That's the basic version of the KB1. Now the armour on this will also be not similar, because this was actually much more heavily armoured than the SMK, but it will be kind of familiar as far as the shape goes. I mean, the turret as well. You'll see a similarity with that turret. So let me just flip back to the SMK. There you go. Again, the turret is not an exact copy, but it is very similar. It's got a large overhang section at the back here, which is probably where they stored ammo. Let's just have a quick look. Yep, and there's ammo in the back there. Which is a weakness in itself. I mean, the turret needs to be heavily armoured, obviously, to try and protect the crew, but this isn't very heavily armoured. So, I mean, like a Panzer III, even with a 37mm gun, can pen this, I think, from the side. I need to check that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, have a quick look, actually. Jump back onto the Panzer III. I mean, maybe not the earliest version, the 3F, but this version, 3J, probably, well, that's a 50cm gun, that's different, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at 3E. Yeah, 55mm penetration, that can almost go through. That one will definitely go through. So yeah, I mean, again, the thing with the SMK is it also follows the same kind of problems as other things in the game as far as the current matchmaker goes. Because the current matchmaker is probably having a seizure right now due to the amount of crap it's having to deal with. Yeah, if you look at this has got a battle rating of 3.7. Now that's the same battle rating as this tank, which is the KV1. KV1, just look at the armor values there. 75 on the sides as well, 70 on the rear. That's on the hull. On the turret, it's 75 forward, 75 sides, 60 rear. The 60 is the only stat there that is the same as the SMK. They've both got the same battle rating. The only difference is armor. The armor on the SMK is worse than that of the KV1. The difference is it's obviously got this second gun here with a 45mm gun, I think, is it? Yeah. Obviously they're both anti-tank guns as well, so they are mainly for destroying enemy tanks. They do fire high explosive rounds, I believe, but yeah, I mean, same battle rating as this. This has much better armor. You got to trust me on that one, definitely. Frontally, same for hull armor, but around the sides it's different. That's where the difference is. I mean, like that Panzer III that I was just showing you, this one. Sorry, it's not actually on there. Yeah, this one up here. I mean, that's the basic one there, and that can penetrate the SMK, and that's got a battle rate of 2.0, and it's a tier 1 tank. Yeah. See, I mean, basically what I'm saying is the SMK, in theory, from its stats and how actually bad it is in comparison to other tanks, it could be a tier 1 tank. I mean, it's a tier 2 at the moment, but that battle rating, that's too high in my opinion. That should be lower. That should be probably in the region of about 2.7, I think, maybe, or 3. At least with regards to the current matchmaker, which, as I say, has been having a fit since about 1.43, to be honest. Probably before that, when they added in a lot of new vehicles. Now let me just change back to T-34E, and then we'll take out the SMK for a roll. To battle, that is. I'm not going to do a test drive with it. There's no point in that. I don't see much point in doing a test drive with tanks, to be honest. So, 10 minutes to battle. Right, Slushy. Right, yeah, well, that's quite horrific, I imagine. Coarse Central Europe map. Now, I don't think I've seen this one, but we will have a look. Well, I have no choice to have a look, really. Ah, yeah, we have seen this one. The other thing to keep an eye out for in this game is to see if the matchmaker is still buggered, which I'm guessing it will be, to be honest, because, yeah. And I've just noticed something that is bugging out on my game with this. You see this here. I'll take all of them out, which I need to do, because it's buggering up my game. I'll put in all of those. Those are the armor-piercing composite rigid shells, rather. Actually, I'm going to put half and half into this, as an example, really. Now, if I don't get that armor-piercing composite rigid shot listed under my ammo, oh, it's still messed up. Yeah, if you look at the bottom of my ammunition count, I haven't put 11 rounds of 45mm piercing round in. I put 150 of both of those different types of piercing round in, and it's not giving me the option to change that round in the menus. Now, this is a bug, obviously. One, I'm unsure whether they know, but whether guys even know about it. But that's quite a bad one. I've been playing this tank a couple of times over the last few days, and basically because of that, when I run out of ammunition on the 3 button, obviously I've only got the 4 left. Now, when I first started doing this, I didn't notice that problem and couldn't change to the other ammo, because basically what's happened is this tank is carrying more ammunition than it's showing there. But the UI isn't showing me that, and because of that I can't select it, which means that I can't use that ammunition. Now that's not much of a problem you might think, but it is, because when I first started taking this tank out, I was having, with the 45mm cannon, I was only carrying about 20 odd rounds in total. For some reason the UI was just bugging out. It wouldn't allow me to select any of the other types of ammunition available for it. And as you can see in the main menu, or as you saw in the main menu, I can't change it in there either. It's not showing me that information, so I'm stuck with this loadout, and there's no way. I mean, I can change the on-piston types that I've got selected for the tank already, but that the third one there on the button 3, that is high explosive. I've not even put that into the tank as far as I'm aware. It wasn't shown on the listings for the ammunition that I could change. There's a Jagdpanzer in this game. That's me dead then, because if that sees me, it will just kill me. There's not much I can do against that. I got it. So at least now, let's see if we can get to this cap zone. Don't normally like doing this, but this is a very long track vehicle, so there we go, straight over. Ah, and they've capped it. God damn it. Is he dead? Yeah. Through this gap's going to be a bit tricky with this thing. It's very wide. Oh, I made it. Just stop. I'll make my mind up as to which direction to go. That's 4F2 there. That was a hit. Good shot. Wow. For me, it is. Quiet. Another assist. He's smoking. Just an assist again. I mean, we are like just rolling over there to the moment, but it was an interesting thing. A 55-ton tank stopped by that. Really. Yes, you need to look at the physics engines in my gadget and slap it around a little bit. This is pretty much mopping up now. I don't think they've actually got that many tanks that are effective against what we've got left. So yeah, just expect pretty much a cakewalk now. There's not going to be much that they can do to stop us from... Ah! That was a lucky shot, especially with that tank. So what happened there? Ammunition exploded. Right. It didn't look like it was the ammunition that actually exploded there. Shit. It's interesting, this anyway. So yeah, you can see from that, I've got a list of 4 ammunition types there. On that one, yes, okay. Oh, okay. So on the SMK, I've also got the same 4 listing of ammo types, but that high explosive shot that I was on about, that isn't in that list. It's not something I've put in a tank. But it's not something that you can change either, as far as I'm aware. I'm going to check that when I get back to the hangar, because I want to make sure that I'm correct on my information. I'm going to be doing I'll do the high tier stuff first, Jello, with the Japanese and Brits, get them out of the way. I'm not going to be on too long today, to be honest. Probably about another... Well, I need to have a food break, ideally. I've not even done any breakfast yet. So I thought I'd tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a break after this game, get some food in, and then I'll be back in about 20 minutes, I suppose. I'll do the Japanese and British, get them done, and then I'll get a squad going for the Germans and Americans. But yeah, as I say, I'm not going to be on all day today. I can only stay on until probably around about 5 PM GMT, I think, which is only about an hour and a half away. So yeah, I'm going to try and rush through these as much as I can, in order to try and get the wins in. But yeah, you're just going to have to bear with me, basically. I don't know what the weather's like for you guys, but it's fucking cold here. You can definitely tell it's winter. See, that looked pretty good in my opinion, as far as the physics engine went, but certain other bits just looked pretty bad, or amateurish I suppose, just underdeveloped, and you know, this physics engine's been worked on for the last year or so. Far away, he's actually quite far away, he's on the other side of the hill from what I can see, so let's get some more driving. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to catch this guy before the time runs out, but I'm not sure if you can actually run off the map anyway. I don't think you can. I think that's what he's actually trying to do, judging by how far away he's run now. And yeah, this is the T-34E. It's one of the Blunder tanks. I did get this a while back, but I've not driven it that much because I'm actually higher up in the tree in comparison to what this tank is. There he is, okay. I got him. Yeah, at least I got a kill then. By the end of that little mess. But yeah, I'm going to have a break now, guys, anyway. So I will be back in probably about 20 minutes or so. Like I say, I am pretty hungry at the moment. I've been on the go all day. So yeah, I'll be back in a short while. Thanks for watching. I did want to check the ammo. Let me just have a quick look at that first before I do that. So yeah, I don't have any way of getting rid of that ammo that is in the tank, that shouldn't be in the tank, but is in the tank. If you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a pain in the bum, but there's not really much I can do about it. Yeah, what I'd love to do is basically take out the high explosive ammo in this tank and put in those two. Whether or not I can do that is a different matter. I'll have to check that next time I get into the game. And with this one, it's kind of similar. That's the ammo that I shouldn't be having, that shouldn't be in the tank, but is in the tank. I've selected this one. What I'm probably going to have to do now is select this one as well, I suppose. It's a bug with the ammunition, and it needs to be fixed, basically. They need to do something with it to make it so you can choose what ammunition types you want in the garage or hangar. Because currently you can't do that, and as you saw in that little, you can't do much about it. But yeah, thanks for watching anyway, guys. I will